What's up, bro? Chacho. You guys asked for it. You wanted a killer triceps workout that's gonna help you with some mass. Well, guess what? I've got one of the best tricep workouts you guys could ever do. You want size in the triceps? Do this workout right here. Let's get into this thing. Now, when it comes to all of you guys that ask me, dude, how do I get bigger arms? I always tell you, I say this in all my videos, you want bigger arms, focus on the triceps. 3 heads, 2 heads, okay? The bicep only has 2 heads. This thing is a monster. You grow this thing and you grow it big and the size of your arms is just gonna explode. So let's get into this exact workout we got here. Get ready, because I'm telling you right now, this thing is incredibly, incredibly tough. Okay, so we got 3 heads to target. We're gonna go in the order of hitting the long head, then the lateral head, then the medial head. Now for the long head, the best way to target this is if your arms go past your head here. When it gets that nice stretch, my arms are still so tight from performing this workout here for you guys, that's when you're gonna be able to really target that long, meaty piece of the tricep. It's a big part of the triceps. Now, first exercise we got here is an overhead band extensions. I love the band because, as I say, the further out you push the arms, the more difficult the tension gets, and this is no exception for the band overhead extension. What you're doing here is we're gonna be getting 3 sets of 10 repetitions. We're gonna be popping that over the head, and I always want you for this exercise to lock out. And when you get that lockout point, squeeze your triceps as hard as you possibly can. Because once you're doing that, you're getting the most maximal contraction at that point. It's not like a bench press or like an overhead press where if you lock out, it kind of deactivates the muscle that's being focused and targeted on. When it comes to the triceps, you get a lockout with those elbows, you are going to be doing even more damage on the triceps, which is terrific for that. So 3 sets, 10 repetitions. Go for a high amount of weight. Rep number 9, rep number 10, which should be incredibly difficult, if not at the point of failure. Now, if you guys don't have a resistance band, I'm also doing, as you can see here, the overhead extensions with the cable as well. When you're in this incline position, it's absolutely terrific. I prefer to do it with the cable, only because I personally have a little bit of a wrist injury, and when I have to put a dumbbell up over there, I gotta get a fairly heavy dumbbell to target my triceps. I get a lot of tension in there. However, when I do it with the cables, I notice that's completely alleviated. You can still do a ton of weight, and I'm telling you, the long head of the triceps is really gonna be cursing you. For the resistance band or the cable overhead extensions. Okay, now for our final 2 exercises. For each one of these, we're only gonna be doing 2 sets for each exercise, because I've added some intensity increasers on each one. We'll break into it when we get there. Okay, exercise number 2, we got the cable press downs. Now this exercise is terrific because when you have your hands in close to the center of your body, you're really gonna be able to target that lateral head of the triceps. This is the second part of the horseshoe right there. Now, what you're also gonna have happen here is your elbows aren't gonna be as completely tight in as possible. They're gonna be drifted out ever so slightly. This is just so you can get that extra focus on that lateral head. So you're gonna be performing 10 repetitions. 10th repetition, as always, is gonna be extremely, extremely tough. But here's the intensity increaser. You're also gonna be getting 3 repetitions of forced negatives. Now, what's a forced negative? As you can see me perform here, you're gonna push that weight down, and you're gonna bring your arms back up to the initial position as slowly as you possibly can. Really milking that. And that's called the eccentric portion of the motion. Now, as I said, you're gonna perform 2 sets of this because trust me, with this intensity increaser, there's not really gonna be too much more than you need. And we've also got our final exercise for the tricep, which is gonna totally obliterate the triceps so you can get some monstrous growth. Exercise number 12, the 3rd exercise we got here, reverse grip cable press downs. We're doing these unilaterally, meaning we're doing one arm at a time. Now, when you do the hand in a reverse grip, you're really gonna have the ability to hit that medial head of the triceps. You're really gonna notice that because it starts in and around your elbow there, and then it comes in about there, and this son of a gun, you're really gonna feel it when you're pressing this down. So when you're doing this, we're gonna be performing 12 repetitions. On each 4th repetition of that total 12 rep set, so there's gonna be 3 of those, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, you're gonna be doing an intensity increaser. Your intensity increaser is going to be a 4-second isometric hold at the bottom of the movement. So when you've got your arm completely locked out, you're gonna hold it there for 4 whole seconds, making sure that you're squeezing that tricep as hard as you possibly can. And you're really gonna start to notice that burn in the medial head. Then you're gonna bring the arm back up. Then you're gonna get 5, 6, 7, and then on the 8th rep again, you're gonna go back down for another 4-second isometric hold. You're gonna come back up for 9, 10, 11, and on that 12th repetition, guess what? You're holding it again, an isometric hold, squeezing that, flexing the tricep as hard as you can for 4 total seconds. After you're done the one arm, you're gonna move on over to the other arm, do the exact same thing. You're gonna be performing 2 total sets for each and every single arm. Once you complete this, once you've done exercise 1, exercise 2, and exercise 3, your triceps are gonna be so swollen and so beat up. When you wake up tomorrow, you're really gonna feel the burn and the effects of how powerful this workout is. When you perform this workout and you really break down the muscle with this strategic of an attack hitting all 3 heads, and you're going to this point of like complete failure and just breaking down the muscle fiber so much in combination with a wholesome diet with enough protein, the triceps are gonna come up in no time. This is a routine I've personally used many a time. The size of my triceps absolutely blew right up. And as I always mention, you want those big arms, attack the triceps. Break this thing down first, because this makes up about 2/3 of your arm. The bicep only makes up 1/3. You really want those monstrous, large triceps? Go ahead, try this routine. Let me know in the comments section how you guys liked the routine, how painful it was, how tough it was. I want to hear it because I know this one is just absolutely gruesome. So there you guys go. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to give your boy a like down below, and also be sure to subscribe for weekly workout tips and nutrition tips that you will not want to miss. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. See you in the next video.